apparently a whole lot of sex going on between inmates and corrections officers in Kentucky. More than 24 employees with the department there have apparently had some sort of sexual relations with inmates in just 16 months. One probation officer even got pregnant by a prisoner. A stunning report from the Herald-Leader newspaper reveals that over 16 months, ending in November 2023, more than 30 workers with the Department of Corrections were having some sort of inappropriate relationship with inmates. Another 14 employees got caught smuggling contraband, including meth, into facilities. And in the past 5 years, nearly 60 cases of employee-on-inmate sexual offenses, 35 of the cases possibly ending in criminal charges. This month, 42-year-old Amanda Kulka was charged with third-degree sodomy for allegedly having sex with a prisoner who was half her age. A federal lawsuit from last year revealed 56-year-old Todd Boyce, a former chaplain at a Kentucky prison, was sexually abusing an inmate, setting up encounters 3 days a week where he allegedly forced the inmate to perform sex acts. Boyce was charged with third-degree sodomy, second-degree sexual abuse. Apparently, prison officials knew about his behavior, they said, but didn't do anything about it. And in an incident from December 2022, 39-year-old Trista Fox pleaded guilty to third-degree rape after her colleagues found her having sex with an inmate. One female probation officer even got pregnant by a criminal out on parole. The parole officer wasn't actually overseeing the convict, but he was assigned to her district office. Then a dozen more officers were caught smuggling drugs into prisons. When the Herald-Leader asked Department of Corrections leaders about the sex and the smuggling, they said, quote, "The truth of the matter is, if we were not handling these situations in a very aggressive manner, the numbers would not be what they were." Not sure exactly what that means. 62 employees ended up being fired or resigning. Joining me now is Gary Heyward, a former Marine war veteran who became a prison guard at Rikers Island in New York, but got busted for selling drugs throughout the jail. He wrote a memoir called Corruption Officer. Thanks very much for coming on the program.
Thanks for having me.
All right, so am I naive to be shocked at what I'm hearing about what's happening in Kentucky?
Yes and no, because in this day and age right now, you know, it used to be the badge held more weight and honor and integrity behind it. Right now, it's not the case. So in this, when I went to prison for doing this, the badge was up on a very high pedestal. Right now, it's kind of diluted. Right now, because it's rampant all across America.
You think so? You think that this is happening in facilities across the country?
Oh, yes. Absolutely.
Why?
Well, in my case, what happened, what led me to dive into the underground or the dark side of being a correction officer was I was going through a rough divorce and child support, which hindered my finances. So that's one reason.
So yours was practical. You were, I need money.
Yes.
I'm going to start selling drugs.
Yes.
And you got caught. How'd you get caught?
It was an undercover sting, probably like the one they did in Kentucky. In my case and others' cases, being comfortable, hiding behind the integrity of the badge. You're going to trust me because I swore and took an oath for this badge, so you're not going to question my moves and my motives when I come inside the jail. So it made it easy for me or any other officer that wanted to do that.
What about the sex part? Does that part surprise you?
No, it doesn't. Well, the sex with the inmates kind of surprised me, but sex amongst officers, no.
Right, no, forget about, I don't care about sex among officers. They can have all the sex they want with each other. But I'm talking about the sex with inmates, which is a crime.
Yes, it surprised me a little because it goes on all the time. And one reason, I'm not the expert on really why a person would have sex with an inmate, is just that when you're in these jobs and you work in these long hours and you're away from your loved ones and you're away from your family, correction officers are human. They got human emotions, human feelings, and stuff like that. Now, you would think, listen, no, you're an officer, that's an inmate. But in close proximity, when conversations are had and that shield is taken down and you look at that inmate as a person, which is wrong, but the likelihood of you getting caught is slim. So the amount of times, like these people here that got caught or anyone who got caught doing that, you can't times that times 10 that they did it and didn't get caught, so they were comfortable with it.
Gary Heyward, the book is called Corrections Officer. Thank you very much for coming in. Appreciate
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your cable provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.